Welcome to the Friends in Business podcast with your hosts, Ben Wright and Jemima Ashley. Ben, known as the sales strategist, and Jemima, our resident visibility expert, are here to share their wealth of knowledge and experience with a little fun along the way. Whether you're a leader, entrepreneur, or aspiring business owner, this is the podcast where we share everything we know about business to help you succeed. Let's get started. Welcome to the Friends in Business podcast.
Hello everyone, Friends in Business. We are back. We dive into the depths of winter. Doesn't feel like it up here.
It doesn't actually. It feels like heaven.
Yeah, this is the best time of year up here. It is certainly magic.
More cold than I thought it would be. It's cold out. I just wonder if you guys have planned such a beautiful hot house that no one went insulation's a thing.
Well, we actually have insulation. We've done a lot of work around it, but we get the fire going in winter here. And my latest thing is going to be marshmallows with chocolate chips. I think we spoke about this a number of podcasts ago.
And I've not seen a marshmallow with chocolate chips.
Next podcast recording, I'm going to find these and I'm going to get them going, and we are going to dine out on marshmallows and chocolate chips.
It's just us eating s'mores for an hour.
Well, little Amalia will come in, no doubt at all. Right,
steal the show, yeah.
She can smell sugar from another state, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
We're pretty good. We try and keep it pretty low, but geez, when it's around, the radar just, the ears pull back and boom, in she comes.
She's on it.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Right, what are we on to today? In fact, I do know what we're on to today because I'm meant to be introducing this. We're talking about social media, and for me, it's such a broad topic that I'm really pleased that you've decided to talk about something quite specific around social media, and that's 5 ways of posting.
The 5 different posts that you can put on social media. Because I think what people get wrong with social media, and this is the number one thing, if I was going to teach you anything today with my company, all I talk to people about is you have to use your social media intentionally. We have somehow become it is culturally okay that you just have to put a post up. Doesn't matter what it is, just put it up. Done is better than perfect, which is one of my favorite catch cries, but just get a post up. And sometimes Ben absolutely applies. So today I really want to focus on 5 different posts that you need to post per week. Obviously, we really do try to teach that you need to post every day, but we also know that you're going to have sales and bargains and things that you're going to want to sell and updates of information. This is just around what we can put as an evergreen content sitting in the background.
Right, got it. Go for it. You are in charge today.
Number 1, expert posts. I cannot stress enough how many people don't even tell anyone what they're an expert in, including things like, Ben, are you good at sales?
I teach it.
Yeah, are you good at it?
You'd hope so.
When did you last tell your social media following that you're the best in the business?
I don't think I've ever done that. I provide lots of content and advice around it. I'm not sure I've ever said I am the best.
We need to show the expertise. So we need to show whether that looks like I'm actually the best at this, or this is what you need to know about sales. Here are the 5 tips that you need to do. For us, it's visibility. You need to build a personal brand. You need to know your 10 things. You need to have your social media down. You have to organize an elevator pitch under 30 seconds. This is why. Why networking is important. Why networking is important. We need to have these things outlined very clearly. This is what we talk about. This is what we're experts in. This is what we're going to teach you. There's no surprises when they engage with you. They're not like, I didn't know we were going to talk about awards. I had no idea, Jemima, that you were going to tell me about social media. I've been telling everyone for years about it. Of course we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show you the expert that I am without any hint that I'm trying to sell to you. I'm going to prove I'm an authority. I'm a leader in this area, and I'm a thought leader in this area.
Excellent.
First thing we're going to do. Second thing we're going to do, CRM or sales posts.
CRM or sales posts.
You can pick one or both if you want to have 6 posts, but you're going to have a post that very intentionally gives away a free resource, a phone call, a lead magnet, putting them into your CRM. You are going to get them to download something, buy something for $1 or $2. you're going to ensure that you have one of those posts going out per week.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
That resource page you've got, litter them. Absolutely, just once a week, absolutely say, this is what we can give you this week. People don't know they're there, and people don't go and check that page. It's very rare.
Okay. Yeah.
Because those people that are getting your top 30 ways on how to get what was your document with 30 things?
Last week in episode 44.
44?
Yeah, we spoke about 30 ways of generating leads that are
Amazing.
working now. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I actually don't have it there as a free resource. You've got to contact me directly if you want that.
So fancy. But you've now ruined my story. So one of ours is 10 awards that you need to be entering in 2025. The person that's going to go and get that 100% wants to enter awards, is interested in knowing the best ones, and wants to know how to start entering. There's no secret in what they're asking for there. They're already raising their hand. The other type of post that I would include in here is a sales post. Buy this thing from me right now. Join this membership program. Make a phone call to book in to speak to me about this. Book in your sales call.
And if you've jumped in late to this podcast, which I don't even know if that's possible, or if you skipped one of the early ones, I think the important message here is Jemima's saying this is one of 5 or one of 6. It's not every post.
Yeah. We definitely want to make it accessible enough that once a week they're like, I'm not going to probably do it on week 1. I might do it on week 2. Week 3 or 4, you're being very helpful. You're educating me. You're giving me free stuff. You know what? I do actually want to have a chat. Third thing we need to do is have a personal post. Now, Ben, this is not a diary entry. This is not where we've all got that cousin, don't we? Who thinks Facebook as a diary entry, who's under the impression that it is their own personal space. This is just showing who you are. You're an athlete. I love travel. You did the aquathon recently. Mine might be that I'm up in Noosa. People care that I'm up here visiting. They do. Our job in this situation is to showcase what we're up to in very easy terms. Bring them closer to you.
Yeah. Look, I love people I have an interest in. I do like hearing occasionally about how their lives are going. I certainly don't want to hear too much, but I can really strongly see, and I probably don't do enough of this, really strongly see the merit in. Actually, I did a personal post a few months ago, and it was...
It went gangbusters.
It was probably my most viewed and most liked post that I've ever done, right? I was outrageously pissed off about some of the conversation around female athletes that I wanted to step in and by the way, I was pro female athletes. The argument was there's no such thing as male or female athletes, just athletes, right? And it was one of me and my little one. She's stretching. It's the only time I've ever posted with her on a post. And I
don't think you saw her face either, did you?
No, I know. Yeah, and it's probably
and there's personal and there's personal, right? You've taken a stand on something. This is really lovely. You've done that. You didn't have to overshare on her. There's no photos of her face out there. That's really important.
Yeah.
Like, what you do have to think about is there are real ramifications for what you're talking about here. What we need to be looking at is just letting people a bit closer. The rules of sales are know, like, and trust. We're building that know and the like.
Yeah.
If I can see a bit of your life and you are who you say you are, living the values that you appear to be, that personal brand stuff. Number 4, the next one. So we've got our first one is our expert person. Next is CRM and sales, personal. The next one here, our favourite thing to talk about, social proof, testimonials and social proof. So I like to look at this as case studies. If you can't use really specific ones, I know our medical friends can't, hybrid a couple of people together, give a bit of a case study, a testimonial. When did you last get a testimonial from clients? I know we've built them in now following our chat about that, but testimonials. When did you last post a testimonial of someone that said something great about you?
Look, I do try to focus on that, but I certainly teach it and I don't do enough of it, right? So no doubt those, for those listening, right, I think there'll be plenty of us saying, I need to do more about that. And that's just about building that habit to set it into your calendar and your diary. Have you left me a Google review yet, Jemima?
Obviously, yes. No, I did. Straight after our conversation, I went and did that. Testimonials are really important, but also think about what other things we've got. So also think about media. When did you last have, when you've been a finalist for an award, you're actually able to reshare that any time of the year. Yeah. When did you last do a podcast interview? When did you reshare a podcast interview that you've historically done? This stuff becomes really important as time goes on.
Yeah, look, I sit here now as I talk to you. I've got 115, 120 Stronger Sales Teams podcasts out. We've got 45 here. The number of snippets, if I was to get someone to trawl through that and pull out quotes, wow, would it be significant?
Yeah, if we could have an AI throw that all in there and have it cut pasted, that'd be great.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
As my brain goes a million miles an hour, I'm thinking, I need to go and get that done.
That's actually a really good. Okay, that's what it is. We're going to turn your podcast into clippets and to give you some social media tales.
Yeah, I like it.
Name the price. I'm in. You know what I mean? Like whatever that price is, so we don't physically have to do it.
I feel like Austin Powers movie, $1 million. Tell me you've seen the Austin Powers movies.
All right. I can tell you or I can lie to you. Which one would you like?
You've never seen Austin Powers?
I've never seen it. I'm sorry.
You're 40. You're not 20.
That hurt a little bit. Thank you. Saying that out loud. Yes, I haven't. All right. Movie night. Want to do it?
Great. Yeah, Great. We've got the big screen here now.
Excellent.
The big roll-down projector, so we're in. Right, so...
It's bigger than Mike Myers himself. So,
So you have seen Austin Powers?
I know who he is. I just live under a rock. I just don't watch a lot of movies.
Wow. You've had misspent youth. Right. You've misspent youth being blown up and human trafficking and... What was
Against all of that.
Against all
People
of that.
smuggling.
People smuggling.
Yeah.
By the way, for those who don't know Jemima, that was her role with the Australian Federal Police. She wasn't actively involved in promoting that. She was there to
preventing it.
Yeah. So,
and shutting it down.
Okay. So, and I'm always conscious to add that because it's so easy to take that quote and take it out of perspective.
Oh, absolutely. It was like, I work in people smuggling. You're like, against it? You're like, oh, yeah, of course it's against it. Law enforcement is all against stuff. So, okay, so we have expert posts, CRM and sales. We have personal posts. We have to let people get closer.
Yeah.
They just have to see a little bit behind the scenes. And the next one being testimonials. So this is social proof that we are doing what we say we're going to do. We are seen as the expert. People are third-party validation is everything in this.
Yeah.
Finally, and it's a little bit boring, but it has to be done, inspirational or aspirational posts. So this can be as simple as, and you and I have talked about this at length, you shoot around when you do videos around your home and showing like you have this beautiful lifestyle. I might post photos of me doing travel posts, but if aspirational isn't your vibe, that's also fine. This is where inspiration comes in. Quotes are incredible for this. You don't even have to be the person that says it. It can just be any other person on the planet that has said something cool that you really liked. Putting your branding on it, making a tile to what that looks like. You want to make people feel elevated in that minute. You want it's an easy like, it's an easy win, it's an easy share. It's also things like tag a friend.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you're talking, I'm thinking about sharing wins from customers, as specific as you can without naming them. Last week, my customer grew their close rates by 75% based on changing bang and bang and bang, right? How could you do it yourself? I really like the pieces that provide that ascension through showing that others have been able to achieve some great results, right? It makes the results feel tangible and just that little bit closer.
And I think it just makes it a lot neater in the background because people can actually see that real tangible stuff. So while we're doing these 5 different types of posts, I think it's really important to know that this isn't the only thing we should be doing in social media. These are nice to have in the background. This is what I would consider an evergreen post. Doesn't matter when I posted it. Doesn't matter who watches it, where, when, how, why. It's actually not happening in real time. That I could read it in a week or I could read it in 2 months and it's still relevant.
Okay, and which parts of your post do you like to make evergreen?
Those 5 are my evergreen posts.
Right,
I will never deviate from those at all. So we want to have, again, expert. We're building that know, like, and trust, that authority piece. The CRM, we're getting people to raise their own hands. We're getting people to go, yeah, you know what? I do really need to build my profit. Actually, my revenue does need to go up. I do need those 30 things. I do actually want to enter those awards. We also want to start looking at the personal, get closer to us. They have to understand us. They have to know, like, and trust us. They also want to peek behind the curtains. Humans really do like going, is Jemima who she says she is? Is Ben really that good of a guy? Like, are they actually mates? Like, they want to see that, right? They wanted to make sure it's real. And then we've got, testimonials, media, social media proof, that social proof we exist. We're doing the thing. Other people have said that. And then making sure we've got that inspirational piece.
Okay, got it.
These are evergreen.
Got it.
This gives us some space then to actually do what we need to do for the business. These sitting in the background and you having a Monday evergreen post that's expert and Tuesday a sales post and Thursday this goes out. But it gives us the ability to then post what we need to do for high conversion. So these things often just sit in the background. What we would be posting is directly aimed at whatever we are selling then. So you and I both know that different times we're trying to sell different things.
Yeah, of course.
Offsites, intensives, events that we've got coming up. These things, with these sitting in the background, all I have to put my attention to are these top tier things that I'm selling.
Yeah, your top of funnel posts. Okay.
Yeah.
So where would you recommend someone starts to build this habit? Because there's a lot of things in there to magically just go boom. I'm going to roll out the 5 things straight away. What's the first steps or the pots of gold along this journey that people
Amazing. So the number one thing I would recommend here is get really consistent, but also get a really good plan going here. So you might say, Mondays is our expert day. And at noon, we know that post is going out and scheduling that out. It's very boring work, but that consistency is where the results are.
Right.
I know that when we turned up the social media and we posted every day and we built this out and we built a spreadsheet, which I'm happy to email anyone. If anyone wants to DM us, I'll send that to you. She's a beast. None of my clients like it. I'm happy to give it to our listeners for free. That whole spreadsheet is a beast. But when we built that out, we added zeros without trying. We were just consistent. The number one thing that we fall down on is we feel like we cannot post because it's boring or that I'm going to annoy anyone. I hear that a lot. I'm posting too much. I'm already posting 3 times a week. No, Karen, you'd be shocked to learn we actually need you to post every day. And a couple of times a day is no impact. Social media used to be that you would have to post, that you posted once a day and 100% of your friends list would see it. It is now you have to pay for that 100 people, the 100% reach. It is now about 6% of people will see your post at any given time. I would recommend that if you're going to schedule these, you do it through Meta. You actually do it through the platform. So LinkedIn. So if you are using a third party, do you schedule posts?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So make sure that you're using through Facebook and Instagram. Make sure it's going through Meta and use the in-house platforms, because if you will get penalized if you use a third party way of doing that. And LinkedIn, very hard to schedule. Yeah. Harder to schedule.
Yeah, I was using Buffer, but I think we're moving LinkedIn back to
those.
Okay. All right, great. So place to start is to
start to schedule. Calendar. Yeah, start to schedule out what that looks like. Monday, you might find it easy to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is what it's going to look like. Be consistent. I don't care if you don't get engagement. You'd be shocked how many people are actually seeing it without liking it.
Okay, great. Good chunky advice. 5 types of posting. Let's repeat those, please.
Yeah, so you've got the first one's the expert posts.
Yep.
What are you an expert in? Then you've got the CRM and sales posts.
Yep.
Personal posts.
Yep.
You've got your third-party validation, testimonials, reviews, those sort of things.
Yep.
And then inspirational, aspirational posts.
Excellent. Okay, well, I might finish off today with my little nugget for the day. I think for me, actually, what I've taken out of today is that I have so much content out there that I need to go back and farm it and get some of the really good stuff out of it. I don't need to worry about creating too much new stuff. Like it is everywhere. So that's going to be one of my jobs.
Older content. What's a fun fact? I think we talked about this briefly a little bit. I think off air earlier, is that we only remember content for about 42 days, and that's really not personal. That humans are amazing. Have you ever? I'm going to ask you a loaded question here. Have you ever walked into a networking event and you've seen someone, they're like, "Hi, how are you going, Ben?" You're like, "Hi, I'm Ben. Nice to meet you." Like, I know we've met multiple times.
Yeah, I've definitely done that.
I'm that person too. Do you know why they remember you? You were quite memorable. You said something that was funny. You were delightful. You were charming. They were not so much. And that's because our brains, after 42 days, we're going to forget they exist.
Yeah. Okay. The message there is don't be afraid to
repost
on previous journeys. Excellent. Repurpose. Well, thank you, Jemima. We have another week's break, and then we're back with episode 46. We're
Goodness.
rattling into the half century.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait. Thank you very much for today. We'll see you again next week.
See you next week.
Bye for now.
I've been tried and you know I've been tested.
Thank you for listening to the Friends in Business podcast. This episode was brought to you by your hosts, Ben Wright and Jemima Ashley, recorded in beautiful Noosa, Queensland. For more insights and resources, visit Ben at strongersalesteams.com and Jemima at jemimaashley.com. If today's podcast has helped you, we'd be so grateful if you could leave a review and share with someone you know. This will help more people in the world benefit from the hard work we're putting in to bring you the best content we possibly can.